My Lord.
Pray,
my
God, that you
Lord.
would send your Holy Spirit to give them comfort, Lord God. And for those who may not have family in town or around them,
My
Lord
Lord.
God, again, give them the Spirit, your Holy Spirit, to comfort them. These and all blessings I pray in your Son, Jesus Christ's name.
Amen.
Amen.
Good prayer.
So just for a few minutes, I'd like to talk to you. We're going to read from Luke.
Yes.
I'm trying to see what version I have, since we want to know versions. I got a little different. I have the Amplified, so it's going to be a little different. We're going to read, if you have Luke chapter 2, we were just in Luke chapter 2. And if it's okay with you, we're going to start from verse 9 and down to verse 12. So I'm going to be reading again from Luke chapter 2, verse 9, down to verse 12. And again, my translation is going to be different from if you have a King James. And behold, an angel of the Lord stood by them, and the glory of the Lord flashed and shone all about them, and they were terribly frightened. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy, which will come to all people. For to you is born this day in the town of David a Savior, who is Christ, the Messiah, the Lord. And this will be a sign for you by which you will recognize him. You will find him, after searching, a baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and laying in a manger." Amen? Amen. So just for a few minutes, I'd like to talk to you about us becoming ambassadors of hope.
Come on, preacher.
Again, my title is Ambassadors of Hope. Subtitle would be, "Am I my brother's or sister's keeper?" And so we read in the text, the shepherds are looking, they're seeking. And to me, they are symbolic of what the world is today. Seeking, looking, needing, hope. And if you were in church a couple weeks ago, I talked about the fact that between the Old Testament and New Testament, this was 400 years of quietness. And we live in a time today where people are outside our doors looking and seeking hope. But what the text tells us is that the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy." And so the question today, are we as Christians spreading that good news of great joy? Are we planting seeds of great joy in the people around us? Because you see, today is a day that we come together, family and friends, but there's so many people. We all know one person who doesn't have a loved one with them today, who is sad. And so while many of us are blessed that we have our family and friends, there are people who are living in shelters today. There are people who just a month ago lost a loved one.
Come on.
Or a year ago that lost their loved one.
Good preaching.
And so what they need from us as Christians is not even a gift that we buy at Target. They need the gift of life.
Yes.
The gift that keeps on giving. The gift of Jesus Christ. Because you see, the difference between someone living with joy and peace and internal contentment and someone committing suicide is hope.
That's the difference.
But that hope is not sold at Target. It's not sold at Marshall's. It's not sold at Best Buy.
Good word.
It only comes through this word.
Yes.
And it only comes through us as being evangelists, ambassadors of hope. So we are called not only to take this word and internalize it and encourage ourselves, we are called to give someone else that gift of life.
Yes.
And so, no, you don't have to be a pastor or a deacon or have a formal title, but God has done something in all of our lives. So that our responsibility as those who have accepted this word and know this word and have this word planted inside of us is one, to encourage ourselves sometimes, because sometimes we've got to encourage ourselves.
Yes.
Sometimes we've got to go back and say, "Great is thy faithfulness."
Come on, preacher.
But sometimes we've got to be able to share that with someone else.
Yes.
And on a simple thing like a day like Christmas, calling someone who you know who might be alone, and just, you don't have to preach to them. You just got to say, "I love you." You just got to say, "Hey, I just want to see how you're doing."
Yes.
Because sometimes people feel like they got to preach. People don't always want us to preach to them.
That's right.
Sometimes they just want a hug.
Yes, yes, yes.
And see, Jesus gave us the best thing of all. Like for 3 years, he just dwelt among the people.
Come on.
He sat, he broke bread with them. That's why I thought it was important today to break bread, to fellowship with each other, to get to know each other. Because sometimes people come in the church and they're smiling, but in their heart is broken. Their heart is sad. And you don't know that So your hug, your smile,
Yes.
those are gifts that cost nothing,
My
but mean
God.
so much to someone. Those are gifts that we all have the capability of sharing with each
Preach
other
it.
and with those outside our doors.
Yes.
The best gift we can give somebody outside that door is to let them know Jesus loves them.
Yes.
And if you need something, let me know.
Yes.
I may not be able to give you $2, but I can bring you something that will feed you for a long
Good
time.
word.
And so the challenge I have for all of us, as we are blessed to see 2019, will we be ambassadors of hope?
My God.
Or will we be like Cain and go, am I my brother's keeper? Because remember when Cain killed his brother and God came to look for him. He said, where's my brother? Where's your brother Abel? He goes, am I my brother's keeper? And that's how some of us act as Christians. We've got the word, but we're selfish about it.
My Lord.
We keep it tucked away, tucked in our hearts.
Come on,
Tucked.
preacher.
But God said, no, you can't be selfish with
Touch
me.
your heart.
You are your brothers and sisters.
Yes. Yes.
You are responsible for being ambassadors.
Yes.
So yes, it's good that you're saved and you know the Lord and you have joy unconditional. But what are you doing to share this gift? What are you doing to be a light in someone else's life? What are you doing to spread this joy unspeakable, full of glory? We sing the song, but do we live the song?
Go, God.
Do we go out and just smile?
Revive.
And so today, again, my word is just very simple as we think about what God has done for us and that this is the greatest gift. We all, if I asked you to raise your hands, you all would agree with me. The gift of salvation is the greatest gift to mankind. So why aren't we sharing this
You
gift?
good. You got it. You got it.
Why aren't we giving this gift to someone else?
You got it.
Why are we being stingy? Why are we acting like Cain and saying, am I my brother's keeper? I'm not responsible. That's Pastor Scott's job. That's maybe Deacon Garland's job. Well, he's street evangelist, so it's got to be his job.
Come on, preacher. Tell the truth.
But it's all our job.
Yes.
It's all our job to share this gift. And today is a day that most people really need this gift. We think it's Thanksgiving, but it's really Christmas. Because the commercialization of Christmas reminds people of their lives.
My God.
True.
You sing, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I'm dreaming. There's some people who are just dreaming to get through this holiday.
Come on, yes, yes, preacher.
Amen.
They're just dreaming to get through the
I love
pain
the
that they're
word.
feeling in their heart. They're just dreaming for somebody to give them something that will make them feel the Lord. So today, our job, and it doesn't cost us much,
Come on, preacher.
it's just to be ambassadors of hope,
Good word.
to share this gift. Not keep it in our hearts only, but even if it's a smile, smile at somebody on the train,
Yes.
smile at somebody on the bus. You know, I one time sat next to this woman and I don't know what it was. And I just felt like the Spirit said, smile. You know I don't smile a lot. I'm learning how to smile. And I started smiling at her. And I said, you're going to be blessed. You're going to have a good day. And she looked at me and said, what? I said, oh my God, I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm the one talking to a stranger on the train. And I said, you're going to have a good day. God bless you. And just smiled at her. And she said, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I am studying. I have a test to be a judge today. And
Wow.
she was like, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Here's this black woman about to go do her test to become a judge.
Yes.
And she was sitting there.
Your
And to think that I
obedience.
just planted a seed of hope in someone.
Obedience. That's right. That's right. That's right.
You
That's
just never
good.
know.
That's good.
You just never know, right?
That's good.
And she was like, you just calmed me down. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus.
And that's what I'm saying. We do that to people all the time. You know, there's a woman that's been coming to the church now. She came yesterday. She came 2 days ago. She was a homeless woman that came last Saturday. I saw her when we were coming in. I said, come on in for some food. And
Yeah.
now she's been to church twice.
Yes.
It didn't cost me anything.
Nothing.
And that's what we can all do. When we see someone, I know sometimes it's hard to take $1 out of our pockets. We don't always have to do that. But maybe we should start keeping some tracts in our pockets.
That's right. Ooh,
You know?
Jesus.
So this way, when we see somebody, we can give them the gift of hope if we're not comfortable with actually speaking the gift of hope.
That's right.
And encourage them to come. And again, sometimes you don't need to give them a lot of words. Maybe it's just a hug. Maybe it's just a smile. So again, I'm going to end here.
Thank you for the
and
word.
just say, remember, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Amen.
That's the gift that is free. It costs, but it doesn't cost us anything.
Amen.
Jesus already paid the price.
Amen.
And now it's on layaway for all of us to go and get some. And I got to tell you that it's that gift that brings a smile when you think about it, because there's so many people who are sad today. There's so many people who just need a smile.
Yes, preacher.
Who need a word of encouragement.
Yes, this
So
is
when you get
good.
home, maybe pick up the phone and give somebody a call.
This is good.
And just let them know you're thinking about them.
Yes.
Let them know that God is good. And encourage them to come to
Yes.
church on Sunday, Bible study on Tuesday,
Good
prayer
preaching.
meeting on Friday. Or better yet, maybe you just go sit with them at their house if
There
you
you
time
go.
prevails. Just sit. Don't always preach to people.
That's right. That's right.
Sometimes just sit.
Just be
Because
there.
that's sometimes that's all somebody needs.
Yes, preacher. Good preaching.
May God bless you.
Yes.
And you enjoy the rest of your day.
Oh, wow.